Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Good morning to everyone. You are warm welcome to our online class. My beloved students, I am very happy you have completed your homework. You have studied the first part of the second chapter, natural number and whole number. We are discussing about properties of whole number. I have told you that there are mainly four properties, and we have discussed deeply the first property of whole number. Which is the first one? Yes, can you say? Sure, please say loudly. Yes, closure property. Closure property holds true with only two operations. Which are they? Who can say? Can you? Yes, please say loudly. Yes, addition, multiplication. At the same time, the closure property holds not true with division and subtraction. Yes, sure. So, it is very important that to write in your mind that if we two whole numbers are added, then the result, the answer, the sum should be a whole number. If we subtract two whole numbers, the answer may be whole number or may not be whole number. It not always be a whole number. Okay. And in division, like the subtraction, the answer may be whole number, may not be whole number, it not be always a whole number. And in the case of multiplication, if we have multiplied any two whole number, the answer should be a whole number, always be a whole number. Okay. Today, we are going to discuss the second property of whole number. Second property of whole number. Which is the second property of whole number? Yes, commutative property. What is commutative property? Commutative. Okay, I can read the first passage. Commutative property holds true for the operations of addition and multiplication, but it not holds true for subtraction and division. Let us analyze the validity of commutative property for all the four operations. Okay. Are you okay? Do you follow me? Please listen here. Let us analyze each and every operation. Okay? First and foremost, addition. First and foremost, addition. Yes. Here, there are two whole number, A, B. A, B. Then addition A plus B. Here commutative property means B plus A. Here B plus A. Here A plus B, then first B, second A. Here first A, second B. Then opposite B plus A. And we have to check, is A plus B is equal to B plus A? Is A plus B is equal to B plus A? That is the question. Okay, it is the commutative property. A, B, it means two whole number, two whole numbers. Okay, two whole numbers A, B, and A plus B means these two whole addition of these two whole numbers. Then the addition of this is in a plus b order, here b plus a order, and is a plus b is equal to b plus a? That is the question, that is the important one related with the commutative property. Let us check. Okay, 2, we can give any whole number. Which are the whole numbers? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on. Infinite. There is no end for a whole number. But it starts from 0, then let us take 2 plus 2 as a b, then 3 for a b, then a plus b means 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Then b 3 plus a means 2. Okay. 3. B means 3. Then a means 2. Then 3 plus 2. Here 2 plus 3. Here 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Sure. Then let us say that is a plus b is equal to b plus a. Can you say? It is a yes or no question. Yes or no question. You can say yes or no. Is a plus b is equal to b plus a? Is a plus b is equal to b plus a? Same, because a plus b is equal to 5. Here b plus a is equal to 5. Then it is sure, then it is yes. Let us take another example. 5 plus 6. 5, 6. Then a plus b means 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. Then b plus a means 6 plus 5. Sure, 6 plus 5 is equal to 11. Then is a plus b is equal to b plus a? Yes. Both are same. Both are same. So, this is the commutative property of whole number. It holds true with for addition. It holds true for addition. So, hence if a and b are two whole numbers, then a plus b is equal to b plus a. Let us say if we add any whole number, then a plus b and b plus a is equal at every time. Always it will be a plus b is equal to b plus a. This is the commutative property. Did you understand? Yes. Next one, subtraction. Subtraction. Here there is a chart you have to write down in your notebook. Okay? Yes. Like addition, there is two whole numbers a, b. Then a minus b, b minus a. Is a minus b is equal to b minus a. Okay. Yes. Example 99, 1. Then a minus b means 99 minus 1. is equal to 98. Then b minus a means 1 minus 99. Can you say the answer of 1 minus 99? No. Then you cannot subtract 99 from 1 because it is a largest number. Okay. Then is a minus b is equal to b minus a? No. It is not same. Here it is a whole number, it is not a whole number. There are entirely different. So we can say simply, in subtraction, commutative property does not hold true. Does not hold true for the operation of subtraction of any whole numbers. Okay? Yes. Twenty, 10. A minus b, 20 minus 10 is equal to 10. But b minus a, 10 minus 20. Can you say? No. Then it is not. So, it is very simple. Hence, if a and b are two whole numbers, then a minus b not is equal to b minus a. Not is equal to b minus a. Okay. A minus b not is equal to, not, the sign of not is equal to is here, b minus a. Okay. It is very important in commutative operation. Okay. Yes. Third one, multiplication. Then we have discussed here addition and subtraction. We realized that commutative property holds true for the operation of addition and it does not hold true for the operation of subtraction. Then we can analyze the operation of multiplication. Third one, multiplication. Okay. Here a chart. There is two whole numbers a, b, then a into b and b into a. After that is a into b is equal to b into a. That is the question. Let us take simple example 3, 4. Then a into b means 3 into 4 is equal 12. Then b into a means 4 into 3. 4 into 3 is equal to 12. Is a into b is equal to b into a? Sure. Here 12, here 12. Both are 12. Then we can simply say the answer, the product of two whole numbers are always true in commutative property. So here answer yes. It is equal to same. Then next example 2 into 4. Then 2 into 4, 8. then 4 into 2, 8. Then A into B is equal to B into A. Sure? Yes. So, we can say simply that commutative property holds true for the operation of multiplication as the operation of addition. Okay? Yes, you have to write down the chart and the passage related with multiplication in your notebook. Okay, that is, hence if A and B are two whole numbers, then A into B is equal to B into A. A into B is equal to B into A. Last one, last operation, division. Okay, last operation, division. Let us discuss. Then we have discussed 3 operations under commutative property. We realized addition and multiplication holds true for the commutative property, but subtraction, commutative property does not hold true for the operation of subtraction. Okay? Yes. Fourth one and last one, division. Division. Here there is a whole number, 2 whole number, and A divided by B and B divided by A, and is A divided by B is equal to B divided by A. That is the question. We can take 44 and 4, then 44 divided by 4. What is the answer? 44 divided by 4, 11. Okay. Then 4 divided by 44. Can you? No. It is 1 by 11. 1 by 11. It is not a whole number. 11 is a whole number. 1 by 11 is not a whole number. It is a fraction. It is a fraction. We have to study that. Okay. Then it is not. A divided by is not equal to B divided by A. Not equal to B divided by A. Another example. 10. Then 40 divided by 10 is equal to 4. Then 10 divided by 40, not. That is the answer, but it is a fraction, it is not a whole number. Then we can say that A divided by B is not equal to B divided by A. Okay. A divided by B is not equal to B divided by A. Okay. It is very, very important one related with the commutative properties. Sure, you have to write down these points in your notebook, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Please listen here carefully. You have to listen this video one more time. It is very important. If you have any doubt, please revise this watching of video one more time. Then it will be very easy. It will help you to understand what you have uncleared. Okay. So I can say in short, today we have discussed the second property of whole number, commutative property. Here, this commutative property holds true for the operation of addition and multiplication, but it does not hold true for the operation of division and subtraction. Okay, you have to write down in your notebook and you have to study it very well. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.